As a fitness entrepreneur, I spend every morning reading as much as I can, different books, articles, blog posts on two topics, generally health or fitness and wealth or finances. What's been surprising over the years of doing this every day is that every wealth or financial expert relates finances to fitness or wealth to health. On the contrary, all of the health experts or fitness coaches never relate health to wealth. And so today I'd like to kind of add my voice to the noise and flip this equation of, hey, let's relate your fitness or your health to wealth instead of always relating wealth to health. Okay, so I want to use some financial statements. Every company has three financial statements: a balance sheet, an income statement, and a statement of cash flow. Let's dive into it, okay? From the health perspective, you have three fitness financial statements. You have your habit scorecard, you have your daily schedule, and then you have your statement of energy flow, okay? Hopefully this isn't too cheesy, but I hope it is helpful and applicable in your life. Okay, so with the balance sheet, we have assets on the left, liabilities on the right. The classic equation is assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. Okay, so an asset is nothing more than those things that bring energy into your life. Energy is to health as cash is to wealth. So I want assets that produce cash in my wealth building activities, and I want habits that generate energy in my health building activities. So things like waking up on time, not hitting the snooze button, making my bed, reading, writing, working out, cooking breakfast, even doing the dishes and cleaning up the toys from my kids helps keep a clean house. That gives me energy. Liabilities, things that take away energy. For me, it's opening my phone before reading or writing in the morning because I get distracted with other things. Eating snacks or junk food throughout the day, missing family dinners. I need to do an especially better job at this because I'm missing an opportunity to connect with my kids and my wife. And then getting home at irregular times. I need to have a more steady schedule so my family can depend on me. Now, what's interesting about the balance sheet or the habit scorecard is for any company, if you take the assets and you subtract out the liabilities, you're left with what the financial world calls the owner's equity. When it comes to your health, if you take the sum total of your positive energy driving habits and you subtract out those that suck out energy, you're left with your character. Now that might seem a little dramatic, but you really are the sum total of your habits. So I would recommend performing this activity, your habit scorecard, at least once a month to kind of get a better fitness perspective or picture of your health. Then we have the income statement, all right? The income statement is, in the financial world, we take revenue at the top, we subtract out the expenses, and we're left with profit, okay? Now, in the health world, if I'm going to continue on with this analogy, we have energy. Similar to revenue streams, we have energy streams. So things like your morning routine, things you eat, what you're doing for exercise, your routines and habits around sleep. That is what I would consider your energy streams. Then we have your expenses or your activities. What are you doing throughout the day that takes time and energy? Okay, so your expenses are nothing more than how you're spending your time. And then your profit is the energy left over at the end of the day. Okay, I hope that makes sense. You can analyze your daily schedule in order to get a picture of your P&L for your fitness. All right, the goal here is to spend your time doing those activities that bring more energy into your life so that we can eventually turn those into habits, which appear on the balance sheet, because then it continuously provides more and more energy throughout my day, so I can have that energy also at the end of the day to reinvest in those things that are going to be more healthy for myself and for my family. Now, let's go to the third, the statement of cash flow. Okay, and I've taken this kind of off the Rich Dad, Poor Dad where you have the rich, the middle class, and the poor. Similarly, you have the fit, the fat, and the sick. All right, let's look at the fit. The individual's fit financial picture. They take their energy every day and they invest their energy just as someone who's wealthy will invest their cash into short-term assets. Short-term assets or short-term habits, we continuously work on these until they become long-term habits. Once they become long-term habits, they forever give us energy into our day-to-day life. Now, the other thing that's unique about the fit individual's life is they have profit left over. In fact, they take their profit first before expending it, and they reinvest that profit into short-term habits that can continuously become better and better long-term habits. That is the fit financial picture. Then you have the fat. The fat individuals or middle class take their energy and they waffle between short-term positive and short-term negative habits or assets and liabilities. And what they're left with gives them enough energy to expend throughout the day, and they break even. Okay? They don't reinvest anything at the end toward habits. Just every day is a new day. Today's going to be a better day. I'm going to try to exercise, but they're never super consistent. They stay short-term positive habits, and then they break and they have chocolate cake and candy in the evenings. And then the next day they don't exercise, but then they have a salad. So they continuously waffle back and forth. That is the fat, what I call the dad bod. Okay, not terrible, but also not fit. Then you have the sick, and the sick is what 80% of America is right now, or at least the trend we're heading toward. Okay, 80% of America has chronic disease, and they're simply taking long-term poor habits, and they're trying to derive whatever energy they can from it, but it just continuously produces at the end of every day negative and negative and negative profit or energy. And until they get to the point where they die from their lifestyle choices. So if we're in this situation, we definitely need a coach. If we're in this situation, which is a better health situation, we also need a coach. And then here, we also need a coach. Okay, just for me and my life as a business owner and as a father, I have a couple of different mentors that I go to for both things. But here's the key. And it talks about Robert Kiyosaki, who's one of my favorite authors, says this at the end of his book. The goal is to turn ordinary income into portfolio and passive income as fast as possible. So your ordinary income is your job, the money you make from your job. Your portfolio income is money you make from paper assets, so like in stock market. And passive income is anything that comes to you reoccurring, like real estate. So similarly, your goal is to turn energy you derive from things like from sleep, because everyone sleeps no matter what. Turn that into other habits that become eventually automatic. So things like index funds could be your habits surrounding nutrition. We want automatic nutrition habits that are good. Things like real estate, we want automatic habits surrounding exercise that are good. Things like businesses, etc., habits surrounding thinking positively, connecting with others, habits and routines surrounding sleep, things like that, that will make us not even have to spend energy on the habit, but it just continuously, passively gives us energy perpetually. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. I also hope it wasn't too cheesy. Let me know what you think. Talk to you later.